bum, bum. And that's right. With that, it should indeed start working, hopefully. So, hello people, and hello and welcome, because that's what we're doing. Here, we're pressing it. We're pressing it. We're going. So, if you can hear me, say hi. If you can't hear me, don't say hi. This is where we are at the start. So this is a kind of saying hi moment. Maybe I can attach this. I don't know what to attach this to. It's kind of aggravating. I'll move over here. Cool. The wire's kind of in the way, but yeah, it's fine. What could go wrong? We're going to Livestream and have a trailing microphone. I've got matches. I've got oil. I've got 3-in-1. I've got a funnel. I've got all kinds of things. Volume 2 low. I don't know. You tell me. How does it sound, people? How does it sound? This is plugged into a brand new device, so I am absolutely playing it as we go. I have absolutely no idea. Sounds lovely. Good, good. This is a good start. How does it look? I'm waiting for my very, very old laptop here to catch up with the stream, because I have no idea what's going on. So if it looks all right, we'll kind of go with that. So I'm going to start far. Yes, indeed, it's going to be good. It's going to be very good. In fact, I'm just going to restart the stream window for me because it's doing absolutely sweet FA. Ah, see, that has gone a little bit over my head. Let's just adjust that, shall we? A little bit like... Come on, back you go. Go on, tilt back, thank you. How's that look? A little bit too much. There we go. And what we're doing there. How's that look? So, good and good. Oh, God, this is a... It's going to be... Yes, it's all being fine. So, here we go with today's plan. Today's plan is I've dug out some of this stuff, which is all, well, Meccano and Steam. And we're going to see what happens. Now, the fan should be running in the background, guys, so hopefully you can't hear the sound of that. Because I've got the mic plugged in this time. And yeah, we should be good. I saw Meccano got excited. Well, it's only a tiny, tiny bit of Meccano, sadly. It's only these small bits. But what I figured was this thing here normally doesn't really, well, it does this. And it runs so fast that normally it just vibrates across the table at a rate of knots, which is not too useful. Someone tell me it's not how you spell Meccano. Isn't it? I thought it was Meccano. Alright, let me edit that for you then. I thought it was always Meccano because it was mechanical. Mech! There we go, try that. How does that? Is that better? I don't think that's right. I don't know. I always thought it was Meccano. But there we go. Anyway, so, bits and bits. So what do we want to do first? And hello everybody, how is everybody? I've always called it Meccano, it's how I thought it was spelt. But anyone else got any theories on it? Meccano or Meccano? I could always Google it, I suppose. I just always thought it was a Meccano. I'm Googling it, so we're going off piece as I Google what is the correct spelling for Cano. Let's see what it comes up with. It comes up with yes. Yeah, he was right. I was wrong. Anyway, carry on. Lego is good. Anyway, yeah, I've searched to it. It's Meccano. I got that wrong. Anyway, as you can tell, I never was really big into Meccano, but I do have a small selection of it, mostly because, amazingly, the holes on it all line up with Mammoth steam engines. I know, what a coincidence. It's almost like it's meant to be. So, yes, the plan is, let's light this up, get that running, and attempt to get it to run some of this stuff. And possibly try and get it to run some of this stuff in a slightly better way than, well, just sitting here. So we can put things through like doodahs and what's-its and... No, Lego's Lego, not Leg-Ho. What kind of idiot would call it Leg-Ho? I need to let us ask, because we all know the answer to that question. So, anyway. Many bits. Plates. So plates can go here. Leggy things. That's fine. Leggy things. Mechanics made easy. Okay. Oh, big spinny wheel. So big spinny wheel is probably the key item I need to make any of this work. Ooh, lots of... Many gubbins are included in this set, which is good. And there's gears and all sorts. So, what do we want to do first? Anyway, how is everybody? I think that's the... Yeah, that's how I used to spell it. Leg, space, go. And so we've got a basic thing. So I suppose if we put this thing... Where's my drive belt? That's my main thing, I guess. So I've got this drive belt which will run from that on this side. And it will run to, well, say this large wheel. Which, oh, that's quite a... That's going to be quite close to make that work, isn't it? But that's kind of what I'm going for, is that kind of distance. So I need to make a A-frame, I guess, and put it up in the air with the limited pieces of Meccano we have. So that's going to be that, that's going to be that, and that's going to be the base of our thing. I don't know why I'm showing it to the laptop, because you guys are over here. But yes. Well, stream is choppy for me on used Wi-Fi. Yeah, it is on Wi-Fi, so we'll see what it is. W is the correct way to spell Lawrie. You're just wrong. Plastic Meccano, I remember that. It was useless, wasn't it? Laggy for you as well. I can't do much about that. It's apparently just the internet today is being slow. It looks okay for me. Anybody else having issues? Because I'm having it fine for me. Anybody else okay? For me too? No? Bit choppy? Bit choppy? Looks okay for you? It's okay for me. Well, it's watching it back for me. It looks fine. So it is the right way. Yeah. Quite a bit of lag. I don't know. Could be the new device I'm using. But apart from that, no idea. It will assume that it works. Countryside internet? Not really. New device, which may just be struggling to do anything. I'm going to assume it's the new device, to be fair, rather than anything else. Well, it seems to be, from my point of view, watching it back myself, looks fine. So you guys are just going to have to cope with this one, I'm afraid, and go that it's probably fine. Blenders aren't very good for streaming, although they're probably about as good as this one, to be fair. Because this is as peak internet time, give it time to settle. Yeah, well, again, this is literally the first time this device has been turned on. It got logged on to YouTube, and here we are. So, kind of assuming that it's going to continue to do its thing. But now it's sorted itself out, assuming it's sorted itself out. Well, the new device is working, so we'll go with that. We'll get what we pay for. Well, yes, that's exactly what you do, which is why this is a good device, because it costs a hell of a lot of money. So, exactly it. Meccano. Now, I never really got into Meccano. It was never really available for me. I think when I was young, it was the kind of oh, I don't know, the plastic stuff, the ill-fated plastic stuff that wasn't very good. Anybody else remember that? Has the laptop got a RJ45? It's got USB. That's about it. It's got a USB and a power socket. When it was made in like the 1980s, I think that's all they came up with. So we're going to stick this onto this and make a movie thing. Oh, the new Blue Pullman. Yes, I like the livery of that. I think it looks very smart indeed. I think it looks very smart. I quite like the fact it's a nice homage back to the original, you know. I think it's a very nice thing they've done with it. I think it looks very smart. It's just nice. I've not seen it though yet. Great. You are right. LA with W is the one at the tail end, the metal mech sets. See, I had 1 or 2 sets of the plastic stuff, and it was terrible. My grandma had the Meccano clock. Oh! Well, a lot of it was kind of the interchangeable kind of level, wasn't it? You could do multiple... Oh, I've got gears, I think Meccano is one of the things you appreciate more as an adult than I did as a child. And you can't plug a Ethernet in the phone. It doesn't work. And if I plug the USB into it, then I don't have power. So that doesn't work. Plug that into there. See, yeah, I've not seen it. Is it worth kind of going to see if I know it's going somewhere kind of nearby or not? A box of not Meccano, that's my dad's. Oh, what I've done there is I've put on a nut that's definitely not meant to go onto that bolt. Into that. That has not done well. And will that fit? Nope. Next size up. For notably bigger spanner. Is this going to be the size that I... Oh, there we go. Yes, there we go. Release that. I never got really to play with it because I got like one set and was very disappointed. The problem, it's the same as Lego though, really, isn't it, the Meccano? You need to have several sets worth of it before you can do anything with it. Otherwise, it's not really worth doing anything with. But it's not buffering for me, so. Huh? Man, oh. See, that's you want to be given a large amount of it. That's just what you need. Why people find it fun. But I can see. You can see why people find it fun. Yes, exactly. Came with an RC chassis to make a remote control car. Oh, that's cool. I remember Lego making the remote control car. I remember that, and that was quite good. But I suppose the Lego remote control car I think was fun, but the Lego side of it was good, but the actual radio control bit was rubbish. If you enjoyed it, it's good. Yes. Well, I think there's also the fact that I think. Oh, let's go through. Yes. We'll do. I recall the Doom Dog. That can go onto there. That can go to there. I think you appreciate these kind of things more as you grow up. Like I definitely appreciate Meccano more and want it more as an adult than what I wanted as a kid. I used to make gear cranes for lifting Lego models. That's nice. Oh, my dad's old Meccano looks very similar to stuff you're working with. I imagine it probably is. What do I have for a spacer? What do you use for spacers on Meccano to stop it bashing itself against the side of the... Oh, that's plastic Meccano. Against the side of the whatever you built. And that's not tight. I preferred... See, I only did a little bit of Meccano. I've always... ethics. I've done one or two kits, and it's one of those things I want to do more. And so, Meccano has a USB-C to Ethernet charge. And how much is that, Kieran? Because it might be something I look at getting. But it doesn't mean that anything like that means I don't spend it on vehicles in the shed. I have made a successful spinny thing. I mean, did you get the video of the airplane that was hit by a train in California? No, I didn't get to watch it. It was sent to me and I was told about it, but I didn't actually get around to watching it because I went, it's not really, not going to watch it, I don't want to see that. How do we keep you on there? So we must put something on the other side that will just keep it in line. So let's bung that on there. That looks good, doesn't it? We'll just put a screw into there. Do I have a glove screw? Oh, maybe we can put one of these or one of these on. I'm going to put a screw into that, and that will do that up. But I know of Bowman steam engines, but I've never seen them run. 40 quid, nah, not worth it. Lego is expensive. Yeah, I never got into Lego train sets. My basic, like when I was young, my mum basically said the options were to go from Duplo to an actual train set or Lego train set, and I was like, yeah, this is all old with slotted screws on it. Right, let's drive belt around that and onto there. Okay, that's... So I need to put spacers in, or I need to move the wheel further back to make that tight. Much more Lego... I was far more of the Lego Technic persuasion. I like Lego Technic. I've always liked Lego Technic, and I think I will continue to always like Lego Technic. Radical stopped by a framework splits model. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, I've seen the... Is it the RC digger that they do? They do an with the like infrared control unit, or the ones you control off your phone. Those I am genuinely impressed with. I think they are awesome. Right, let's stick that round there, that onto there, and I might have made that a bit too tight. Do we think there's a slight issue there? I think possibly slight issue there. So I've gone from one extreme to the other. We'll move it back. We used to have Tenty in Mounter. I don't. What's Tenty? Lego Technic, I'm not much a Lego Technic kind of person, but I'm up for the debate. What do people think? Are we going Lego Technic or Meccano? What side of the fence are you on this? The plane's gone walkie, so the plane has possibly walked away, yes. Oh, I've dropped that down further as well. Right, so let's put that onto there. Okay, that's kind of right. So if I was to put a piece across from this onto there, we might be able to, because that looks like that will spin that at a suitable rate. Find an upper kind of set aimed at kids. Oh, the older stuff wasn't aimed at kids, was it? It's only this newfangled rubbish that's aimed at kids. Newfangled rubbish for children rather than adults, like it's meant to be made for. Lego wins for now. Okay, only for now. He thinks metal. You can do more with Technic. That's why it's, for me, superior. You can do much more with it. There's the options of the motorization, the electric bits and bobs. Spanish made. Yeah, well, this is the big advantage of Meccano. It's from this generation where you're meant to do stuff with it, like bolt it onto Meccano. How's that meant to go? Is that meant to go? Is that in line? It's going to be in line with that one. That's fine. That's what this stuff is. It's meant to go together. It's meant to be. I always feel that this. I guess because it's doing this, because you're doing stuff like playing with Livestream, it feels more like a 15-in-1 proper Meccano plane needs to get going. Okay. You can make it yourself. I suppose you can. To be fair, I would prefer to play with old Dill. Yeah, I think is very good. Right, can we drop that into... Come on. This is very difficult to do at this angle. Well, it's fine. I've got a plan. Got a plan that's going to go through that hole there. That's good. That did go in there. And that goes like that. That goes like that. And, oh god, it's all gone a little bit wrong. We'll just take the drive shaft out because that's getting in the way. There we go. Now there's a plan. It's all going exactly as I envisioned, which is terribly wrong. So someone made on YouTube made a working top clock with Lego Technic. Now that's quite cool. That is very cool. I'm impressed with that. Very, very impressed. And let's get this to line up with a hole. Let's get this to line. There we go. So we put that through there. Oh, had to work because the teeth wore down eventually. I guess so, because they're only plastic, aren't they? Keep the boiler in line. Brace around the boiler. Nah, it'll be fine. Be absolutely fine. Can't see anything going wrong with that at all. Is Jupiter back on form? Not yet. Haven't done anything to it, in truth. Haven't managed anything. Right. It is perfect, my design. It is perfect in every single way. There is nothing wrong with it. What's Manson? What's next, Lawrie Manson? A RC car on Meccano. I don't know. Why? That sounds a half-decent idea, to be honest. Yeah. Well, maybe I should put 2 brackets in here rather than just the one, but we shall see. Meccano, it's like friendly for your kids. Let's undo that one slightly. That's too loose, but we'll deal with that later. And do you up. Had a stationary engine that he left me. Oh, stationary engine. Sorry that he's not here anymore, but having a stationary engine sounds pretty cool. Hello all. Oh, YouTube video someone made a factory out of Technic. Oh, I saw that. That would I made a traditional cabin. I saw one, he made it and it ended up, right, that's absolutely wonderful and has not worked in the way that I intended it to. And then need to straighten this out slightly because that's, does that. So 2 of these are required. And I will just remove this, move the wheel, run off for a little circuit, yes. I see someone made a table saw with Lego. Lego is amazingly versatile, and also as it's so popular at the moment, it does very well on the internet and everything. So, I mean, they like a listed D. I'd quite like a because Connects. I did have some Connects. I had a very good. Connects just didn't really. Connects never did a very good job. Oh, that's cool with Technic. Didn't know they did that. Power light bulb using power steam. Well, we've done that before. We did that with the little hot air engine, didn't we? We ran that and we made that bit happen. So, I built this in the wrong way. That's what I've learnt. Hold the base for L plates. Well, I could do, but I just want to get my hand in there to put 2 of these in. If I've got 2 at an angle, it won't go, will it? It will just sit here forever. Right, if I do that, and then put that one onto there like that. 1 short, 1 long. This is guaranteed to be perfect, I think. And then I can actually put a fire into this, which is what I want to do, I'll be honest. I have Connects, hated it. Lego train set on YouTube that had to be around 200. I thought you meant 2,500 feet up. Yes, I've seen lots of things. Oh, Meccano, a wooden chest with drawers. Oh, the actual drag cars, Mattel made them. Okay. Yes, this is. I had built a set the other day of Lego of Technic, and that was it. You could put it together, but to get the kind of the best functionality out of it, you had to buy the motor and the control system. Wasn't the Connect's Ferris wheel massive? I think a friend of mine had it. I think it was huge. Am I right? Was it massive? I can't see engine out. Oh yeah, because Hornby did do a Meccano. Not Hornby. Mamod did do an actual Meccano one, didn't they? It's not going to be in line, is it? I'm going to have to do it. The one next one over. Let's go into. Not that one. Let's go into that one, and that will be in line. And then that will totally not move at all. So I'm going to need to adjust one of those in a minute. Anyway. Trix wants system. Trix, did they? Well, did they really? I had no idea that Trix made one. A lot of Connects made a 4-inch high trench pocket. Oh, that's kind of cool. Connects you could do. Connects always found was limitation in how much force you could put through it. It was always very. I found it. Lego is a relatively easy plan. I've got a plan and it's going well. Don't judge the plan. I've got a plan. Lego Creator Roller Coaster was. Well, once you hooked a motor up. Sam's Trains did a Connects roller coaster. It's not very Sam's Train, is it? That sounds a rubbish thing for Sam's Trains to review. Right, that's in line there, so we'll put this through here. Put it through the hole. Now, if I'd thought about this properly, we might have been able to set this up better, but, you know, as we kind of set it up on the fly, never mind. Come on, find your hole. Find the hole. And the hole is the goal. Let's go into. Yes. And now, look at that. Absolutely rock solid. Yes. It's fine. That's not going to go anywhere. That's going to be fine. Where's Hall Lane? I have no. Hall Lane? I don't know. One revolution both Hoopers Connects. I bet it did. Connects did not enjoy that kind of stuff. Yes, tighten those 2 up, and you see I'm just doing these up by finger. No comment. That will go in there. This will go through there. This will go in there. That will go on there. We put this bit onto there. And then we put the big wheel onto this side. Loosen one of those. Loosen one of those. Loosen one of those. And I know the thing I haven't got, which is the screwdriver, but... Oh, that's kind of cool. That can't be that old. Lego took us to a train, I know. Right. That has not been as effective as I thought it was going to be honest, but at least we have created something that may work. So I'm going to say stage one is we actually go and get some life running in this engine. And then we'll go from there for the next stage. How about that? Almost broke a window. Wow. And then, because it doesn't have a filler mark, so you have to normally just tilt it up at an angle to work out how much you have in it. Oh. And also, this angle for filling is very difficult. So talk amongst yourselves. This will be, I think, the first time. Well, the first time this is run for quite some time, since I think the first live stream, when I tried to run lots of engines at once and it didn't really work. And then there was a video after it. But since then, I don't think I've ever done anything with it. So, sorry, I've missed out about 294266. I'm confused. What are we talking about my engine? Why are we talking about mine? I mean, it's awesome, and I agree, but... No, I am not going to convert dupes. Dupes will not get converted. That's definitely not what we're doing with dupes. Flood the kettling. Oh, of course. What I found is this kettle doesn't pour particularly well. Oh. Oh, this hurts. Pretty good, thank you. Wouldn't put in hottish water stress. Oops, that's totally full. You're still not going to kind of the temperatures required to create fire. But what you do is you dramatically increase the amount of runtime you have with your engine. So next we're just going to do this because the safety valve hole is about 3/4 of the way up the boiler, so we're just going to chuck water out of it until it's about 3/4 full. Otherwise it will prime and just shoot water through the cylinder for the entirety of the run, which is less than ideal. And I've got a piece of kitchen towel there, so I'm going to pick this up afterwards. Yes. Oh, I just shot myself with water, and it's still soaking up water. Good. Yes, come on, chuck out the water, chuck out the water, chuck out the water. Blob, 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 blob. Yes, that'll probably do. Good amount of water. The thing is, if you do that, especially with like a Mamod or something, you've got such a small burning area that you waste time. It doesn't really gain you anything. You just sit there waiting. Yeah, so you might as well go for it and actually enjoy having a bit of a run rather than sitting around doing nothing. So, because one of these burners doesn't last for long, but if we run it... Hello, methylated spirits, my old friend. Oh. What can I set fire to today? Can I set fire to the entirety of the table? Probably. Whoops. Who knows? Oh, I missed the table. The carpet is now going to be flammable. But we don't worry about that because that's... hopefully the fire won't end up on the floor. Keep the funnel away. Methylated spirits. Give it a little wipe. Whoops. Pour the excess off intentionally. Methylated spirits. Do that. Methylated spirits. Find a match. Boop. Boop. Oh, already methylated spirits falling over the edge of the engine. That's fine. There's only a little bit on fire. It's only a little bit. We're going to put a bit of steamer just down there and let that soak into that. Going to put a little bit just across the joint there. Oh, thank you much, John. That's very, very kind of you. I mean, we can buy a lot of methylated spirits and a lot of matches for that. Whoops. There we go. 3 in 1 in a spray can for easy application. And I'm going to tilt that slightly away from me so when it does a prime. Well, yes, we do set the table on fire quite regularly on the streams. I'm trying to do it less often, to be honest. Right. It's making the hot noises, which is good. And we've got the cylinder in the position that as soon as it wants to go, it should go. And then we'll spin it around. In fact, we face this way, you can see the drive and everything. And also, most importantly, if I do this, it'd be great. It's not on the fire, I used it on the top of it. God, don't be silly. Shooting it into the fire would be stupid. Shooting it on top of the mechanism, that's fine. How long till the table's on fire? Oh, minutes, I would have thought. However, having been sprayed in 3 in 1, runs already a lot happy. It should be on fire underneath. That's the hope. Nearly burn the parent stone. That would be a lot more needed. Yes. Think burn through. The tablets are fine, especially with the Woodesco stuff that's got the gauge glass in the back. You can just run it multiple times and just keep chucking stuff on. Any news on the wheels for the Ruston? Nothing yet. I have done no more. Oh, that was a bit of movement, but the fire cleanses everything. Yes, fire makes everything better. Are we? I'm excited for that first stroke. Hope you get a good cup of tea from that kettle. Maybe. Maybe afterwards. Certainly not from this little kettle. Oh, that was a stroke. Oh. Go on. Go on, you know you want to. So, this works quite well as a governor. So the speed is being controlled. It's not running away stupidly. Oh no. Now it is. It worked as a governor momentarily and then immediately ruined itself. Right. And run again. Oh no, it's gone off into the ether. But the advantage is it has now slowed everything down enough that it's not. Oh, it is vibrating across the floor. Right, I put the mic down to find what my drive band. So there we go. It is vibrating itself across the floor. This belt will stay on. This belt will stay on. We've got a good. Oh God, let's station that. Let's put this on. It makes it a lot more difficult. It will stay on. The belt will definitely 100% stay on if we do that with it. Yes. I just need to keep my finger on it to keep it in line because my spacer's come off. But now, look at that. Perfection in steam form. It was perfection. Let's adjust my spacer. I have not set anything up with this for a while, and I understand why, because this is a pain. Oh, this is a very difficult thing. It will stay on. I've got this settled. If I just do this with it and make sure we can line it up like that and do that with that, so that's definitely straight. Yes. Working like a pro. Look at that. 100%. Keeping in line. doing what it's meant to do. It's just this thing keeps, see, maybe a little too tight. I might adjust it for the next one. There we go. I've released it slightly, and look at this. It is a constantly working, unbroken. Definitely needs more triangles. It's the fact that it keeps coming out that's the problem. So I need to adjust this bit, or the fact that something's loose on it that I haven't tightened up properly to keep it all together. But it is doing its thing. I mean, if it runs slowly, that's fine. Look at that. Whilst it's on lower pressure as the fire or the water runs out, who knows, that seems to be fine. Oh yeah, so I believe that is almost the end of the methylated spirits for this run. Right, so thoughts on how we can make this better. Use this for plaster. Thank you very much, David. It's as straight as banana. Some bananas are very straight. This one is one of those that is not. Yeah, I need to definitely put some better bits onto this to make it... Whoop. Right, so we need to make that so that's going to stay straight. Which therefore means I need more bar. Yes? Although I don't really want to touch this thing yet. So what I'm going to do first is work out why that kept moving and do that one up. Ah, that makes sense. That's better. Put that there. But now that's too tight. But that's fine. And not at all in line. So what I need to do is to move these and put them over here. Let's take this apart and start again. How did the town not catch on fire? Ah, of course it won't catch on fire. No problems. Carbon monoxide? No. No, we're going to disassemble it and put it back together. I've got a better idea. The L angle, what? That one. That one. I can put it there. So with boss mix on, I need to do, what I want to do is to move this, so it's actually in straight line in that. That's what I'm going to do, is that the first move is to, oh, this is warm. This is very warm. It's warm. Why is it so warm? Answers on a postcard, guys. Why is it hot? Hot, hot, hot. Still quite warm. Really quite warm. Oh, I see I'm pulling the mic around slowly. My bad. Well, it's not on fire anymore, is it? So, breaking news, steam engines are hot. Yes. Hello, Alfie. It is a new and a breaking bit of news. There we go. Right. So we fixed that, and we'll just twist that slightly back to how it was. Like that. Right. New plan. Got a new and better plan. No. Two of those L-angs to attach the two plates. I could do, but no. Because fire was hot. Oh, this is all news. If you've got any longer angle girder, well, I was just going to put a standard piece all the way down the side. Right straight down the side. Making a sawmill or something else. Well, once we figure that out, we will. Saw the Reliant Robin video. How is it to drive? Brilliant. I love it. It's genuinely brilliant. It's a really good machine. These bits and bolt it down the side, and then that will hold that in line like that. How about that? Don't need angle. I mean, I could put the angle on it because then it won't move at all. Where's that angle piece I had? Angle, angle of the dangle. I had a angle piece and I've lost it. That's gone as well. Where is that piece gone? I did have a piece that I was going to use for the angle. Oh, there it is. So I could put that there, and I could put it there. Does that make sense? That makes sense, doesn't it? It would be weird if steam engines steamed up when they were cold. Well, yes. I was the first to see the Robin. Ah, very nice. Have I cut my fingers? I haven't cut my fingers at all. Got them slightly warm several times, but cut, no, I've avoided that so far. Gonna drop that into there. That goes through that hole. Ah, it won't flex at all. It won't throw the belt off. It'll be fine. Ah. And comment. Help them pull it inside the frame. That's what I'm going to do, Crambot. Yes. Exactly what I'm going to do. Have it inside. Could you power a train with dry ice? No, because it doesn't really do anything, does it? The angle it will. I haven't cut my fingers yet. Steam engine running cold will be running compressed air or hydraulically powered. You know, just hydraulics. That's steam, but it wouldn't be steam, would it? It just the steam engine running cold is not running. It will come. No, I've got this now. I've got a super plan. I've worked out how we're doing it. I've made many modifications to the original design, which is to put this doodah on instead, and then we're going to be tricycle machine. I guess we'd need what, like a little child's one. That'd be quite good fun. Maybe I should do a review of one. I would like to get one. They are pretty cool. And it's one of, as I said in the review, it's one of those things that I've always thought about buying, and then you see it and have a go in it, and like, actually, this is a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Make a Meccano live steam locomotive. I mean, that's basically what this is, isn't it? Much. We'll do that up. We'll take that up. Do that. Big Hive has spam with empire. He's cooked sausages as well, hasn't he? He's cooked a lot of stuff with 240. He's done a lot of things and probably got himself burnt more times than I have. Or in fact, almost certainly got himself burnt more times than I have. Right, we're going to take that and we're going to put that one through, because that works like that. Make it run on rails. Have you thought about driving the... Oh yeah, I'd love to drive that Ryan, to be fair. I'm going to have to take one of these side panels off, because otherwise it just gets in the way, doesn't it? Yes. No, exactly, I agree with you, ZX. Exactly the problem I'm just coming to get to. Will you go back to the Yamerton Railway for Lawrie Goes Loco? Yes, I'm trying to. We've talked about doing it several times, and it's just not happened, mostly because of the COVID situation. But it is something that hopefully will happen, and we shall return, because they're a nice bunch of people, and I enjoyed my trip to the railway. I thought that was good. And they've got plenty of stuff there that I'd like to drive, so hopefully it will happen. Hopefully. Whether it does or not, I like to hear watch the same stuff aside. Well, that's good. Electricity burns and kills, yes. Do you have much Meccano? Not really. I've got a lot more Lego Technic. Steamboats. Got some stuff in the pipework to go and film. Nothing that's actually happened yet. I think it's the simplest way of saying that. There's hope. We've been talking about doing some stuff, talking about visiting some stuff. It's just not come to fruition yet. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Who knows at this stage? Hopefully. But I quite like the idea of doing some steamboats. Do you want to see steamboats on the channel, guys? Is that kind of stuff that you'd like to see or not? Let us know in the comments or the commentary section. Oh, that's on top chat. Let's go on to all chat. Not that I think it makes any difference at all, but I may have missed some stuff. There we go. Lawrie Goes Loco on engine. I'd love to do it on larger engines. It's just a matter of people kind of letting us near larger engines. Have you tried running Lego Technic contraction off flywheel? No, I've not tried it. It's more the plasticness of it makes me worried. I don't want to get too close. You know, because I fear the melting. Probably Dolgok, just because it was Dolgok. Because Dolgok. Do I need more of a reason than Dolgok? Because I like Dolgok and I enjoy driving it. One of the pipe organs. Oh yes, I've seen that where they kind of go along whistling and making noise as they, yeah. Da-da. I'm not doing anything this up tight. I probably should, but I'm just doing it up loose because we'll go with that. Right, that's done up, and it is 100% rigid. 100%. No looseness there at all. Yes. Rigidity achieved. Look at that. No flex whatsoever. That's what we like. If I now look for the small bit that I had, I could put that in as a brace, couldn't I? If we did that like that, then it will go nowhere. Haha! A plan forms. Soon things will come together in a way that's I barely recognise. So yes. What should I drive? Oh, we're good. That's Porch Trench over completely restored in California. Oh, okay. I remember originally built Mirror Control mess melted next door to your traction engine. I bet they were not impressed. And I would like to have Lawrie. Oh, fair enough. What is your steamboat? What is it? Is it a launch or a proper steamboat? Big steamboat? I don't know. Hovercraft would be very cool. Let's do a hole into diagonals, please. Diagonal. If that goes like that, then yes, then it can't move at all. We are coming up trumps, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, I've got one angle. Don't need more angle. We've done the angle once. Why would we do the angle again? We've proven that the angle works. Well, we haven't yet, but you know. Basically, you'll be similar to Steam Power, yeah. Takes up to 8 people. Oh, that's quite nice. We're in Suffolk. Well, the team's all over Suffolk, so. But yes. Hovercraft. I'd love to do a hovercraft. What kind of, like a little hovercraft? Has the engine now work? Have you seen Made of Lock? No, I don't think I have. Oh, look at that. Solid as a rock. We are making progress. I've got screws. Buy a fun vehicle. I can only recommend the experience. It has brought me no stress, no upsets, and no negative things at all. Only positives. As you can see when we do What's Broken Now, only positives. Nothing goes wrong at all. I'm lying. Airplanes in the future. Not really. Planes are a lot harder to do. And then you can't just kind of rock up and do maybe big problem. You can't really do drive-bys or anything, can you? Because it's in the sky, and also our cameras would probably blow off it. You know, I've seen a launcher appear once. Really? Oh, what, the really big one? I would love to do one of those big hovercrafts. They're awesome. My boat is towable, so I can go, yeah, Norfolk Broads, close enough. Yeah, I'd like to go out on the Norfolk Broads on a steamboat. That sounds a lovely day out. That sounds a genuinely lovely idea. Steam car, I've got a couple, I know people with steam cars, right? That's something that could happen. It's one of those things I've kind of talked about and didn't do anything. An Echo 1. Eco 1, Echo 1, Ecto 1, there we go. That'd be kind of fun. I've not done Plym Valley. No, it's one of the ones that has eluded me. Right. Here we go. That's now starting to look like it. Look at that for sturdiness. Look at that as it doesn't really move much. That's fine. Pay for me to read my license. I'll take you off for a flight. Thank you very much. How horrendously expensive is it to... The problem is it's not even that, is it? It's not even the license that be able to fly. It's also the fact you've got to pay for the flight, the plane, to hire it, to pay for the fuel, to everything else on top of it. And then again, it'd be very difficult to put my cameras on it. Put aircraft on the channel. And there's only so much you can. I would definitely cover aircraft given the choice. You know, given a go. Yeah, definitely have a go on aircraft. I mean, why not? There's only so much we can cover. This is true, but we will cover everything we can. And we just like machines. Well, that's kind of it, isn't it? That's the whole point of the channel is machines are kind of cool. Right, so that will slide through there. That will slide through the hole. No, wrong hole. There we go. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking with gas. So that's onto there, nice and tight. This one is not tight at all, but that's fine. We can position that in a minute. That can go through, tighten that up in that position because I can't keep my fingers in there. That's a 74 gear. Can you imagine me driving a jumbo jet? I'd be well up for it though. Can you imagine? That's right, I've got a fire engine. I don't need the fire department. Might need a brace between the yellow plates to get spacing. I might well do. I was hoping to kind of hold it in place with these, but you're right, I might well. Oh no, I forgot to put the thing in. No, yes. Maybe a brace in here would be a good idea. Let's do that. That's through there. That's through there. That's covered onto there. That's fine. That's fine there. That's going to be fine there. So maybe we put one of Ood's. Do I have another piece of angle? Do I? Bracket. That's a bracket and a half. We'll put that on. We put that on the inside and bolt it to the outside. Look at that. No, it's fine. Have you been? I haven't been on the hovercraft to the Isle of Wight, but I've been to the Isle of Wight. Have you done anything to the layout? Nope, not touched it. I looked at it and went, that is still definitely a layout, and that's as far as that one went. Is that? We have talked about doing. We've met Ian and we've talked about doing some stuff. Hopefully this year we will do some stuff with Ian. We got on quite well with him. We had a nice day out. So yes, hopefully we will do something with Ian and some of his feet. I really want to do his three-wheeler, the invalid car thing. I think that's cool. The new packet from... No, I don't think I have. Is it pretty? I hope it's pretty. I like packets because they're pretty. Let's put that through. Going to bolt this one onto there and make a bracket from the inside. Bracketto. Brackets, that can go there. Oh, no, it can't. Do we need a bracket this up? It will work. Oh, that's very expensive. £1,600. Who owned the steamroller? It's changed. It was owned by a friend of mine, but it's now changed hands. They've sold it. It's gone on to somebody new, and that's not somebody that I have contact with. Although they did comment on one of the videos and said we owed it now, and I was like, brilliant. And then YouTube was like, we shall remove this comment. So I was like, no, but I wanted to be able to talk to them about doing stuff. So that was disappointing. So hopefully they'll watch the video and get back in contact, and we can go from there and do something with them again, because I enjoyed that. I very much enjoyed that film with it and them coming and doing stuff with it. Obviously, more, I just would like to see more model locomotives of the small size. I really like the Barclay that I got given. I've got a Peckett that I got given that I've got yet to run, which will happen at some point on the channel. Probably be a live stream in the not too distant future. Right, come on, get in there, get in. Okay, maybe we'll just do that one up. And no. My dad got stuck on the Isle of Wight. There's a load of Pecketts kicking around. They have done relatively well in preservation circles. Why does this not go into there? The blue dump truck, nothing's happened with. I kind of spoke to the owner about it, and the basics of it was they wanted a lot more money than I was prepared to pay for it. Because I was like, well, it's worth nothing because it's scrap, and they thought it was worth 600 or 700 quid, and I went, And so that was the kind of the end of that one. It was a nice idea, but nothing happened, basically. Jubis is probably, I mean, to be fair, bear in mind when it was in service, it would have been maintained and like an aircraft with everything on a timer of, yeah, this does a certain amount of time in service, and then we pull it. So it probably wouldn't actually have been that bad. I mean, it did well, wouldn't it? It didn't have any... What's the worst breakdown in any vehicle situation resolution? But probably breaking down on the way to the wedding. That was a pretty bad one. Of all things to tie, part of the celebration to be taking the bride and not to make it. Yeah, that's pretty bad. I haven't had anything that's come close to that in terms of, oh God, it's made a terrible, terrible failure. Yeah, that was embarrassing. That was hugely embarrassing. And then it took ages to actually figure out what was wrong with it afterwards to put it back together again. So in terms of failure, I would put that one very high on the list of just, that all went wrong and was a terrible mistake. Oh, that looks good. Let's do you up there. Just embarrassing to have to phone up and be like, hi, you know I'm meant to be coming to your wedding. It's not happening. Sorry. Why is it not happening? Because it's broken, because it's stupid. Right. That, this time, looks brilliant and completely together. Look at that for a wonderful design. That's all together this time. I see no issues with that at all. Maybe a bit tight, but I think that's good. Should we go for another attempt at getting some steam? Have you ever been tempted? I've been tempted by it, but I'm in a lot of trouble. I've done it on the road twice when it was at a show and the road was all shut off. So it was we're on a road run, big publicised, well organised road run, and the road is closed at the end. And I turned them on, saw a policeman, and he was like, yep, that's fine. I'm like, yep, that's fine, that's cool. Blue lights flashing, it is on show, the road is shut. That's about it. Oh, thank you very much, that's very kind of you. For the dump truck. We have a bit of a way to go to make the grand total required to buy the dump truck, but okay. Oh god, this is heavy. Oh, that's full as well. Doesn't take much water, this thing. Jupes was supposed to carry the bride. Yes, it was. It was my mate's mum, and Jupes was meant to be taking her to her wedding, and it did not. Dad, the scrap by used clutch won't. Yeah, but it's true for like so many old vehicles. You know, they were at the time they were worthless, and then look at them now. Like one. That was £600. My second one was £300, and the turbo was money as well. They were worth nothing. Whereas now, look at the value they carry today. They're worth a lot more. I know this is a stupid way of doing it, but this is the way to try and get the boiler to the right level, because that is 3/4 of the way up, and the burner burns for less time than that. Come on. Yeah, that will do me. That's most of it gone. Oh, Jupiter objected to the wedding. Yes, sir. You're more than welcome to invest 11p for a 51 stake of it. You can invest. You're not getting your 51% stake in it, but you can certainly invest your 11p. Or if you do own 51% of the dump truck, you then have to pay 51% of all the repairs for it, which would be extensive because it was knackered. It was a very tired machine. Still, if the opportunity came up and the guys changed their mind and wanted it to come, join the fleet on the channel for little to no money, I would be very much on board. But I don't want to spend a large amount of money buying something that's totally knackered that needs a load of work. So yes. James, he had to get a loan to get the 11p to offer, mate. Oh, that appears to be, once again, full of methylated spirits. Thought it was a very short run last time. Methylated spirits goes away. Matches. Rover 75. Rover 75s aren't worth that much, though. They're worth some, but not huge amounts. Oh no, it's on fire. Oh no, the table's on fire. Table is no longer on fire. Crisis has been averted. Don't worry, everybody. Everything is fine. Yeah, I think that's the dump they're talking about. Blue putter. We think doing a TV show would be great fun. Whether it or not it happens remains to be seen. But if the opportunity came up, we totally would do a TV show. I feel the chances of it happening are relatively low, but the question is, what would we do for a TV show? Like, would we just do trains? Would we do cars? What would be our thing? The table was only a little bit on fire. It's not too bad. I want a Rover 75. Don't you worry, James. I'll just have an entire TV channel. What do you do on your TV channel? Restore red roof and keep Dupes in the shed. Well, I mean, Dupes is in the shed. Oh, you mean take red roof out instead? Yeah. Vintage vehicles has gone up, and like the last couple of years, the price of vehicles has just gone up so much, full stop. It's ludicrous. Anything knackered. Anything knackered. That'd be a good name for a TV show, wouldn't it? Welcome to Anything Knackered. Good evening, Goose Waffle. Welcome to the streamer thing. The market comedy dealers, someone, there's room for this. Yeah, that's true. I give you that. I met the people who I think it was comet dealers. I met those. I did delivery to them. I was like, I know where I am. Dupes on the Felixstowe run. Yes, well, that would consider most would be just a very unique vehicles. Yeah. What kind of locomotive are you going to really? I don't know. Good luck. Bye. Ah, thank you, Michael, for joining us. Sorry that you have already left. I have not run this thing in ages. I'm really quite happy to run it again. Right, how long do you reckon the belt's going to last this time before it pings off? So yeah. Dunk. Top Gear built for steam engines. That would be kind of fun. I'd be very much up for that. Just TV show. In my defence, I was left on. That's a good idea, John. Actually, that is a good one. 2 minutes before it makes a break for the edge. Okay, 6 seconds. That's not bad. Gauge one doesn't interest me particularly because I like either significantly bigger things or significantly smaller. It's a bit of a yeah. Call it full second valve. Yeah, that works very well for steam engines, doesn't it? Or just big valve. Second port. No. 1.21 gigawatts. I mean minutes. 1. Oh yeah, that's optimistic. That's optimistic. Oh, yeah. We have a. He tried to do a stroke. Different people hosting different show types. So, oh, that's not a bad idea, Dave. That would be fun. Tornado should have one run really on Top Gear. Would you like I'd like a 3.5 inch. Do I have a railway to run it on Genting Steam? That's the question. I'll tell you, I was wondering, have you ever been to Saltburn by this? No, I haven't, British Empire. I don't even know where that is, but it sounds interesting. No, I have not done that. It's called the repair shop, yeah. Cambo and Meccano area. Oh yes, I think you sent me an email about doing stuff with them. Because it's 90 years since the closure of a railway that was right up in the. Oh, hello. Come on. Almost there. You can call it Fantastic Attractions for a small fee. Isn't there a game called that as well? I'd love to have a railway in my back garden. You have to live mine and Chris's shed for a day out in Staffordshire to play for some water trucks. That sounds great, actually. I'd like to. I think I'd like to. Jar us? Come on, you. To do a TV show just because at least then we'd have some budget to play with. Would you mind actually doing what you meant to do, please, Burner? Because this burner is rubbish. The quotes with telling it, one of them myself, guarantee you'll break. Yeah. Let's just see if it's. Okay, it's just this is possibly too tight for it. Okay, that's fine. We can work on this. Let's let the safety valve lift. Yes, I know of the Southwold Railway. I have lots of stuff to do in Staffordshire now. Ah, there we go. Finally. A resounding success. Oh, well, it was. Arrange on some of the old trap bed. Oh, okay, that'd be interesting. Might be too tight. I don't think it's too tight. It's fairly loose. kind of expect it to keep going. But I also do expect the burner to be a bit more burny, to be honest. Let's just see if that will actually lift the safety valve. Because that's my thing, is it doesn't really seem to be making steam particularly well on this run. It's just sat there. I mean, okay. It does at least keep the speed a bit more under control, which is very pleasant. Chunk, chunk, chunk. Chunk, chunk, chunk. We're just going to let this build up. Bearing too high friction? Maybe. I'm not sure. Hopefully going to decop this year, yes. Hopefully, have spoken to them. Hopefully going to there. The Stig needs to be called Gubbins who drive trains around to Jack. I've not been to Clanfair something something go 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 gok. Okay. Well, it has finally generated enough steam to work it momentarily anyway. Connect Rail, yeah, we're good. Hello from the US. Your channel made before with narrow gauge trains. Thank you. I'm working on a Lego narrow gauge layout. That's awesome. Try saying Clanfair go. Is that the London Museum? I think my burner's grate is gunged up. How's the Ruston? The Ruston is there doing very little at the moment. Dorset Steam Fair. Dorset Steam Fair would be... It's on my to-do list. I haven't done it yet, and it's on my to-do list. I'm not going to review anything at Descartes. I'm just going for a day out. And now it's time to put a star on our reasonably priced train. Yeah, that would be quite good fun, wouldn't it? I'm going to poke the burner with something sharp to see if it's gunked up, because I don't think it's burning particularly well. However, it does just about keep this turning. So the question is now, what do we bolt onto it? So we can maybe get a hammer working or something else? Oh, thank you very much. Do you hire that other Ruston? When it's back in service, yes, it will be available for hiring out. So when you go to Dakar, sometime in the summer. I absolutely love the Reliant. It's one of my favourite things I've driven. Absolutely, I loved it. And it's a really nice little one as well. Genuinely, Matt driving it was terrifying. It's not a fun thing to be a passenger in. You do feel very exposed in it. The Flying Scotsman is out for overhaul now, I believe. A silver fireproof suit. Well, that's basically what he wears anyway, isn't it? It's white. With changes to how many filthy... Star and a pacer. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. They're easily available as well, aren't they? So you can get a pacer for not much. Come on. Oh, there we go. Why do you now... Burner decided to burn? I don't know, but it works now. It is a success. It has got it to this stage of successfulness. He says as it slows down and inevitably stops, but for a moment, it was a huge success. Huge success. Will I ever get in a car with Matt again? Oh, yeah. Oh, we definitely do a tuk-tuk. A tuk-tuk would be a right laugh. 100% do a tuk-tuk. The Scotsman is out. It came back in 16? 14? When did it come back? Remind me, guys, when it came back. He's only got a 7-year ticket. Yeah, there's rumours it's going back to LNER livery. Whether or not it goes to single chimney is, I don't know. What's news in the LMM universe? Not much, really. It's all been a bit quiet. I love being a passenger in your Robin. It's really cosy. No, it's not. How much land do you... I know somebody who has got a return loop on standard gauge track. I'm using Meths on this one. 2016, yeah. Was it 2016? 16, so 4 years to 20. Yeah, but it ran before that, didn't it? Because it came back, it did its mainline then. So it'd be 4 years to 2020, 21 would be 5, 6 years, so it's in a year early, but yes. You should dress as Jedi this year as Obi-Wan Kenobi is coming out in May. I've given up with Star Wars. I've been so disillusioned with it. Any friction on the wheel you're driving? Yes, lots of it. Yes, we could spray some oil on there and see what happens. Near the fire, aerosol. Boop. Yes, has improved stuff. Great amount of improvement. Oh, that hasn't made a notable improvement. It's going a lot quicker. Good job. Oh, yeah, look at this, didn't work. We have made a thing. We started off without a thing this evening, and now a thing. A definite thing. I might be doing the Scarlowy thing. It is warm in Robbins, I'll give you that. There must be tuk-tuks in the UK, I'm sure there are. I have not watched Book at Boba Fett, no. I don't really have time to watch TV, guys. I mean, look at this. The burner is now fully alight, so whatever its issue was the fact the burner was not fully alight more than anything else. Oiling the lubricating movie stuff has probably just made more of... Yeah. What else went? Yes, that's it. So when did it come back? Because Scotsman had 2, didn't it? Because it had its spoiler certificate done like 2010 or something, 2012, and then there were more problems with it, so it then got a second test, or they went, yeah, you haven't done with it, and they gave it an extension. It's powered by gas. No, it's powered by methylated spirit. Well, I mean, technically the engine itself is powered by gas because it's steam, but the burner is methylated spirit. So yes, because it's very volatile and you're burning the vapor. So technically, yes. There must be tuk-tuks. People like bringing that kind of stuff over, so... I don't know if you can hear, but the wheel is catching somewhere and making a very delightful clicking noise. I think the next stage, once it's run and to completion, is that we use the jack shaft I've created here to run some other stuff. Because we can brace those. Yes, I did do... I oiled it, it's fine. I did do Railfest. I did do it. That was very good. I did the Railfest before that as well, but 2012 was very good. It has had oil. It's got oil all over it. It's dripping with oil. Yeah. Look at that. The burner's doing its thing. Things clicking a little bit. It's whirring nicely. The belt's flying around. This is a monumental success. Try powering a steam-powered car with it. I don't think I can drive these wheels, and I only have a very limited amount of doodahs and whatsits with it. This is much more like what I expect it to run, so maybe the burner was just caked up with stuff. It appears to be a company that imports... Is that what you went and looked at, but what you were like, I wonder if they can get tuk-tuks. I want to see it splashing the wall. What, the steam coming out of there? Ooh, that's hot. It does prime a little bit. Oh, this is... Oh. I was so happy with it. Thank you. No, thank you. Let's reassemble. I was about to say how happy I was with it, and then it just decided that it didn't want to be anymore. Something moved, no doubt. Because I was going to say what a huge success it had been. A Swiss tank powered by electric, that's interesting. There's a taxi firm in Meccano that uses tuk-tuk in summer. That's awesome. I like the idea you phone up for a taxi and a tuk-tuk turns up instead and everyone's just like, oh, really? This is great. It's very satisfying watching this fly around with the belt bouncing around and staying on no matter what. And then, of course, we're turning the reduction from being 1,000,000 revolutions a second, because it must be at least a million, and then turning it down to just, like, 1 revolution a second. More beer. Like beer inside the engine. Robust version of Joe Wilkinson. I'll take that. One thing about Scotsman, when he came over here, almost never saw a documentary. He probably, yes, quite likely didn't see any documentaries on YouTube about it. It's proper old school Meccano, and we like it. Old school steam engine, old school Meccano. The great tuk-tuk race to the north. Oh, no, just no. I'll see you later. Kind of sled. Yes. I have seen the sleddy ones, which they are the Meccano steam engines, aren't they? I think they're branded as Meccano. I've seen those. And I've been tempted a couple of times, but I don't really do stuff like... I never really had enough Meccano. This is like the first time I've ever ran it with Meccano. You can use the money for a tuk-tuk. Yeah? You could copy Top Gear a bit. With what bit? There's lots of things we could copy Top Gear with. I don't understand why the burner's now working. I obviously just needed to burn. What is your 100% personal favourite steam loco in the world? The V2. I think the V2 is awesome. Followed closely by Norwegian and King Hakon. I think they're stunning as well. You drive Ruston, Matt drives the tuk-tuk, and someone else drives a trike. I mean, it'd be quite difficult to get a challenge where that would work anywhere. I mean, O-Gauge tram out of a minor one. Oh, yeah, that's not... That's the tiny one, like the one that's about half the size of this, right? Morgan will just refuse to get in a tuk-tuk, though. That's 100%... Morgan's not doing that. You need to copy a bit, they get a budget from the BBC. That is indeed the bit we need. A budget would be incredible. Imagine what we could do if we had money. We'd be dangerous. Maybe it's on the spray or went into the burner. Well, it'd probably just burn it off. I imagine it's just that it hasn't been used for a bit. I mean, when did we last do a live stream that had this burner? That would be... Did I bring the little green traction engine? Did we run that? I honestly can't remember. Certainly not for a while. Oh, thank you very much, Harrison. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Ruston be pilot any station in the UK. Won't be the main... Liverpool Street. Can you imagine? Busiest station in the UK, or one of the busiest bits of network, and there's just a little Ruston 48 thundering back and forth. And that'd be hilariously good fun. Okay, so the drive belts and mechanics could pull a couple of wagons. It's one of my problems with things like this, though, that for this it's fine, you just set it off and it runs, but for a railway loco, setting it off and it runs doesn't really appeal to me. I want to be able to control it. But yeah, I've seen videos of... way back in a very early edition of Model Rail magazine, I saw how to do it. I think Model Rail or Garden Model would need a bigger shed. The shed is basically full. With a budget, you wouldn't have eyebrows. Yeah. My favourite livery is BR Blue. Ian, can you find a car for 200 quid that drives? We've talked about doing a cheaper one. So we're making plans for this year's Lemons. And we've talked about trying to do a cheaper one. And £500 cars are difficult enough to find that are somewhat decent. But try to find £200 cars, because that's what I want to do. I want to do that. Let's do an absolute bare budget. And it's almost impossible. Can you bring your Ruston to Yeovil and the Isle of Wight? I mean, if people wanted to pay for it to go there, yes. Second pulley on the shaft and get a little generator, a DC motor to wire up to a lamp. Yes, but I would need a generator to do that. More interest in the Scots Britannia. Yes, I saw Britannia. I can't believe Britannia has both come back from traffic. I can't believe it went out of traffic. It just seemed so mad. But it's lovely to see it back. I love Britannia. That was the first thing I ever went behind on the main line. Oh, look at that! Just about surviving to keep running. Hello there, Emily the Fox. Making okay. Problem again is track. The other big problem with this shed is the shed gets damp. It gets cold and damp, and that's just death for model railway stuff. It just... You couldn't stick to the 500 quid budget, let alone 200. No, because I wanted something interesting. The others managed to. We may be able to do like a £350 challenge, but the problem is, honestly, guys, if we went... Like, new Lemons should be coming out in February. That's the plan. It should be coming out for 3 episodes, I think, in February. But would you be interested in seeing us buying a really, really cheap car change, like a £200? Because they just wouldn't be exciting cars. Yeah, actually, board, yes, it'd be very good. Yeah, I'd go for a 5-inch gauge version of my 48. That'd be lovely. The most laps of a track on Steam. That's really good. I like that. Find a working car for the lowest price possible. Yeah, we could do. It's yeah, it's a challenge. It's we could do it. We could find something. I'm impressed with this. It's kind of the thing. It's like, do you want to see us buying cheap cars and accept the fact they will be boring cars, like things like the Peugeot 307? 206, stuff like that. That's just not very exciting. Or would you prefer? He bought a Reliant Relato Sate for £200 and drove it home. Stig Digs, I would have done that. I would have 100% bought that. That sounds awesome. Can we send the Rustin through the Channel Tunnel? I mean, it would fit. I imagine they may have some problems with the time it takes to go through. I do like sports cars. Second-hand cars have gone an awful lot. Kev T could help with Cheap Car Challenge. He drives transport trucks to correct car. Maybe. Most cars that are cheap are made of rust and wax oil, frankly, yes. There's lots. There are a few cars around that, but they're just boring. That's our main thing. Is they're boring and they don't really fit what we do on the channel, which is the kind of the older, more interesting cars. But should you try to get your rust involved with bison at the stock net? Yes, I would love actually. I'd love that to happen. That would be brilliant. I would. Hopefully, the Rustin will be working by then. Each buy a car from scrap and see how many laps there are. Problem is that we don't have a huge amount of time trying to do everything else on the channel, and doing that would be a big commitment for us. But yes, the Green Goddess, yes, I love the Green Goddess. I very much enjoyed it. Can you drive a car on the railway? If you adapted it, top speed of the Rustin is 9. It's 9 flat out. Is its top speed. I'll send you a photo. It's got a very interesting livery. I am excited to see this. Someone from Railway Magazines was on Top Gear. Wasn't that the train episode when they made their trains? I would have totally gone for a Relato that was drivable for 200 quid. That sounds very good. Somebody sent me a Reliant on Copart the other day, and it was £3 grand. I was like, Jesus, that's a lot more than they used to be. Let's pop that off and see if it will just... Oh, I think we are indeed finally out of puff. We'll let it cool down, but yes. What about trying to buy something else's unfinished, unusual car? Again, we can do. The problem is, and as you'll see with this year's Lemon's car, if I have a project car which needs to be finished, it takes a lot of time away from doing other stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's a great idea. Ian, it just maybe when we've got a budget, like if we could ever go full time and had like say 100k followers and we're making good money out of it, then yeah, great idea. At the moment, we just can't make it happen. You will need a super speed Rustiners. They weren't. I mean, that's as fast as the 48s went. That is it at top whack. Right, what can we do with this now? That's cooling down. I have a nice drive shaft here. We have a pulley here. We put a screw into the pulley. Yeah, I've got a video of a visit to the Severn Valley Railway to come out at some point during the year. And I will probably go again. I'll probably go for a visit at some point to the Severn Valley, probably. Hello, Private Joker. So at some point, yes, probably. That's the answer to that one. But when, I do not know. But yes, come on, get this screw into the hole. There we go. Have you visited any of the Scottish Preserved Railways? Only where we filmed. So only, oh no, done a couple. Only Dean Valley, Shed 47, and called in at the Keithtown and Dufftown, Keith, whatever it is, did that. What's the bottle in front of you? That's steam oil for steamy things. Let's put that to there. Right, let's run that. I've got a rubber band here of length. Yes, lengthy rubber bands. Shaft needs a cam drive. The hammer feet. Yes. When we get the Sun Special. The what? How about limos and boat run? I was meant to do the Royal Deeside Railway, and then COVID happened, and so it got cancelled at the last moment. Annoyingly, when I was in Scotland, but yes, it was on the to-do list, and it just didn't happen. What what do you reckon the chances are of this staying on? I would have thought very, very low. Oh, but can I just... I'm going to have to put that on later, but I think that would... Is that just going to sit there? No, it's going to fall off. But I see no reason that this won't work. If we put that onto there, like that, and then... Is that going to spin that? No, it needs to be a bit more further away. Keep the belt tight. That's fine, we can make that happen. There are some railways that can farm tractors. Oh, yeah, there was railways in you deserve it, son. Railways in Ireland. They had converted tractors running them, I think. If you put cross on the belt, it should help stay on. Okay, I'll try that when we run it. There are talks, Craig, about doing such a thing. There are talks about doing mainline diesels. Whether anything happens, that remains to be seen. But yeah, it's been discussed with a couple of places. I'm hoping, as I guess all I can say for it, I hope it will happen. God knows if it will, but I hope it will, because I think that'd be, well, be pretty awesome, wouldn't it, really? So yeah. Put that there. Yeah, got that. Not quite. Push that a bit lower down then. Haha. Oh. That's fine, that's about the right height, so I just need to put something in between there. We're making progress. Put that to there. And that will go, whoops, that goes there, goes there, goes there. That will go through there, plenty, that will go through there. And then that will be cool. I have a good plan for this. I see this going completely right and not having any issues whatsoever. Da 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 da. Explain line look, it broke before I could do it. Which one was that? Can't even think which one that was that broke. I want to point out it broke before I touched it. Two of that. It's gone very quiet in the chat. Cool. Has everyone gone? Or everyone decided it's bedtime or something? There we go. That will go there. Yes. Put a screw through that, and that will keep the belt nice and tight from that one to that one, I'm sure. I preferred it when you weren't talking, to be honest, son, but there we go. Maybe if we do that, is that better? Oh. Ouch, hot. No steam pressure. Good morning, Chris. Welcome to the stream. I had, yep, we've got that. And let's do that and chuck some more water into this, which will probably be one of its final runnings for this evening. One day I'm going to work out actually how much water I need to chuck in each run so I don't have to overfill it and then underfill it. Because it is a very small boiler. Let's assume that's good enough. Let's see, has that now filled it to the point where if we do that? Yes, it has. That has more than filled it enough, but we'll just go with filled it enough as a suitable option today. I like the fact that when somebody comes to your aid in the comments, son, you still just... Yes. Our son. Whoops. Spilt the methylated spirits all over everything again. Whoops. And again. And again. And oh, it's full now. That makes sense. Oh, ow. You know what? I have got a cut and the metal is... Ah! Because they're too small. They're only pot boilers. They're very small. It doesn't really seem... If you're taking them to be shown, however... Oh, no, that is on the... Yeah, okay, things went wrong there. If you're taking your mammods to a show, they will need to be certificated, I think, if you want to run them. It's only if you're kind of doing like stuff like this in the public, not in the public eye, that you don't need to. Let's just drop that through there. And, oh, no, that doesn't want to work. Let's go the other way up then. I just want this to be a spacer, if nothing else. So if we just space it, it should keep the tension without needing to bolt it together. Hey? Nah, it'll be fine. Oh, yeah, that lasted long. Maybe I will need to put some bolts into that for the next run. But... it is on. Oh, no, it's not. Right. I think this is going to be good. I see no problems with this. Oh, no, it will turn. Oh. I'm just going to have to hold this one at an angle. I've got a feeling of this to make this work. And pull it out a bit. Oh, put an X in it, you said. I don't think that will help, but I will prepare to be amazed. Because it's epoxy band. Oops. Yeah, okay. Ouch. Ouch. It's facing me this time, so it's spitting. Ouch. Hot steam at me. Oh, it came off. Oh, and that came off. I see it. Old Meccano is the best kind of Meccano. Right. Are we going to run? Yes. We are. Oh. Ah, hot. Oh, I see. All that's done is wrap the belt. That was a disaster. That's wrapped itself around there in quite a spectacular way. Come off. Come off. Thank you. Now the secret is not to use rubber bands, because rubber bands don't work as well as non-rubber bands. But at short notice, I need some more actual drive bands for these things, and which I do not have. Right, let's put the spacer back into place, put that back onto there, and see if we can get this to run. Run with that. Is it going to run with that? No. Wider for the next run. Oh no, all I've done now is just made the Meccano line it, wrap the belt around itself. Ah, never mind, we'll just run this. I'll watch it just tangle itself up with a... Oh, interesting. So what I've got now is just a rubber band wrapped around a pulley. Should not go very... Excuse me, yes, I thought a rubber band might work. Clearly not. Well, if they were possibly like the metal drive band, it probably would work. However, the fact that it's a rubber band, it has not worked very well at all. So I just thought a rubber band will follow the standard kind of thing of how one of these works. It'll just go around, but as soon as it catches on something, it's obviously caught. I know that sounds obvious, but it's very caught. And it's caught itself up in such a way that it's kind of attached forevermore, it would appear. Come on, off we come. Oh, there we go. Problem solved. Right, let's try setting this up again. That can go here. These can go over here. So we wait for the methylated spirits on the burner to actually catch properly again. That can go like that. Oops. And go like that. Oh. Interesting. It's gone out. Why not use an old lace? Because they're not very, Oh. Well, that's very interesting. Fine. Apparently, it's gone out. It didn't run for very long, so... Interesting. That burner is definitely not doing what it should do properly. Yes, a wider pulley is the answer, I think, rather than what we've got, which is a not very wide pulley. Everything's on fire. Everything's on fire. Including the burner. And the surrounding of the burner. Yes, little rubber drive band. Come to me, my friend. And get onto there. I see no reasons this will fail this time, apart from it's immediately fallen off. Maybe a thinner rubber band. Ignore the fire that's leaping out the back of the engine. That is entirely as it's meant to be. Yes. No problems this time. Oh no, it immediately failed. Yep, rubber bands are not going to work for this. Never mind, we'll just keep doing this. Maybe gears now. Gears. Gears are a good idea. Because this now works very well on this current format like this. So maybe we'll put gears on it and we'll run gears. The old Meccano is thin cotton strings. Thin cotton. Oh no, that would work. It's red roof, like where it came from. If it burns tonight, tomorrow. Oh, fair enough. I've never had haggis. Well, not proper haggis anyway. I've had like haggis bites. Yeah, it's entirely fine. It's exactly what it makes. Choosing, I don't have. I've got gears, so we can go gears on there and spin the gear, and then have another gear. So maybe we'll take that one off and we'll have that spinning and meshing with, I don't know, say. Oh yeah, that looks good, doesn't it? We could get that going. That's on a threaded one, though, so that's probably not ideal. But well, that's already ready to be assembled. So yeah, this looks like a standard plan. What else do we? Oh yeah, we've got bits and bobs that we could put that onto there. Yes, there is a. Oh, it does have spacers. That's cool. So that's going to go onto there, and that will engage with that. So maybe we'll have it mount at the side. Not sure yet. Yeah, I'll be honest. The burner is being very. The burner's gone out again. Interesting. Oh, very interesting. Not sure what to do with that, because it's doing its thing, and then it's very can do is try it another time. Or I can try, what I think is actually the better idea is if I get something sharp, I can poke it, and if I find something sharp and poke it, we might be able to free some of where it's got gunged up. So I think, looking at it, I think that's probably the problem, is the burner's just bunged up, because I can see that there's actually a load of rubbish on it. So, sharp thing is what I need. That's the boiler plug. It doesn't have a boiler plug. Just finished watching another live stream, and you didn't come to us first. Oh, I am hurt. I am hurt, Ben. Very hurt. So let's do this one up, like so. So that can sit on the end of that one. And then I will find the sharp thing to attempt to sort this silly burner. Right, so that's that. So I think if we had a bracket coming off here somewhere, we could probably drive that. So let's remove this, remove that one, because this has been a success, and maybe we can get gears working. Gears. The tyres will come off the wheels and use, oh, wide pulleys. That's a nice idea. Again, that's a wide pulley. That might work. Maybe we can have two on this. Yes. A wide pulley might work. So I'm up for trying the wide pulley. Steam factory, what's broken out? So maybe a fork or a pin. Pin or a fork, either of those would be quite useful. Do I have anything to hand? Because I think that's my problem, is that it's all carboned up, or not carboned, but whatevered up. Come on, please go in there. Meant to be the grub screws, but these will do just the same. Bottle train. This is indeed how the Industrial Revolution started. One man, some Meccano. They didn't know what Meccano was, but that's what jump-started the Industrial Revolution, was one man playing with Meccano. Little known fact, that. Right. That can go on there like so. Perfection. Perfect. We have a wonderful system. Now all I need to do is find something to mount through. Oh, look at that. How convenient. And that can go to there. And then we can mount that. Or if I mount it on the inside, oh, could I mount it there and turn the gear around? So, oh, I think I could. Oh, I think this might work brilliantly. I will be surprised as well, but I think it could work amazingly. And on the outside, we'll put the large pulley wheel, attach it to the rubber band, and then we'll be in business. So this will leave loose. That's going to drive. So that's going to go. Oh no, it's not, because that will hit there. So that needs to be further out. So we need to put a bracket to put this out on. Oh look, a bracket. How useful. That's going to be too far out. No, we could do it like this. Can go through. Oh, actually, even better. This could just go through there. We can bolt that onto the side of there, and then this one can indeed come through this way again, how we had it originally. And they will engage like so, perfectly like that. So if I could put that through there, I'm going to have to put it through multiple holes to make it fit to hold together on tight, and I'm not going to get multiple holes because it's one thing Meccano doesn't do very well, and that's angles. So do I have a really short spline? That's the next question. I do have a short spline. Perfection. With a gear on the other end. Also interesting. Oh, I'm excited now. It's going to go this way. Sorry, I've not paid any attention. I've got a small. Run it like. I could run it on that. Yeah? Yeah, let's run it like that then. Let's run that into. Do I have the short one? Maybe. Yes, I do. It's made out of this though, and I need to disassemble that to get to it, but we can do that, I think. Coal shortage. Yes, I'm very aware of the coal shortage as a active member on several heritage railways. There are other places we. New ideas isn't your problem. Yes, exactly. That's what I am finding now. More problems. Those poor teeth. No, they'll be fine. They'll be absolutely fine. That's exactly how they're meant to go. And we'll erase this one because this is the bit I want. These teeth will be fine. Is that the bit I want? Yeah, I think this is the bit I want. I just want to undo these bits. which have been unfortunately rather grilled. There we go. That's one off. Ah, yes. And unsupervised is how I work. There's lots of shortages at the moment. Heritage railways are a big industry, so coal will continue. It's just what happens next is a bit of an unknown, to be honest. But there we go. I've got what I want out of this. So, yes, I can see that. Trying is the first step towards failure. Yes, yes, it is. And failure is exactly what we're going to do. I am optimistic. Well, I'm not optimistic. I'm just realistic and realise that the failure is basically what's going to happen. Right, release that. Release that. Oh yeah, I wanted this. I forgot what components I wanted for a bit. I'm interested to see what happens with biofuel. I think there is a good future for it. All right, that can work onto that. Can spin that. That can go on the outside. And that can drive that one like... Yes. Oh, that's going to be a huge success, isn't it? We can spin a gear for absolutely no reason. What we're going to do with it, I don't know yet. But I'm excited. Do you think railways are crying out for more young people? Yeah. Everywhere's crying out for more young people. It's not just railways, it's basically everything. Everything needs young people. It's a challenge. Is that going to work? That looks like that might work. I'm going to put that through here. It's going to go... Oh God, where's the hole? There it is. Ouch, 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 chop, 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 chop. Oh, I see, there's a wheel in the way there, that's why it's not coming through. If I stick that there, the wheel's in the way. Ah. No, I've lost the screw. How am I going to fit you then? If the wheel's in the way, it stops that going. Can we make that go? I want to go there, but I can't go there because that's in the way, so I need something longer now. Do I have an in-betweeny size bracket? Don't know really. In-betweeny sized for anything. All a bit of a challenge. The Grand Central way. No, I'm not trying Grand Central. Can we have fashion? But there's the problem is, yes, we like coal-powered engines, and that's what we've grown up with, and certainly what we like. But the future is, well, not so good, is it? Like, we're not going to be able to keep running coal things and doing coal. It's not an option. So we have to make the best of what else we can do. And see what other options come available, whether we like them or not. I like that small bracket. That small bracket works for me very much. What can we do with it? I'm sure if we stick this through... It's just not going to fit with that gap, is it? Because if that goes there, it just won't... It just won't work at all. I can't fit anything through there, so maybe that will go through slightly higher, and I could drop it through that one. Maybe. I don't know if that one's... I've got enough clearance on that one though, but we can find out, can't we? Let's stick that there and do that. And let's go through there. We can take that bit out of there and do that. And we'll go there. Ah, the neighbours let their dogs out. Wood is far cleaner than coal. Yes, wood is better in that regard. Far much better. But it also doesn't burn in the same way. It's not as kind of it's not as energy dense and it doesn't burn as long. Coal's far better in many ways. Well, yeah, but you have to design your engines to run on wood. That's the difference. Like, you have to make sure an engine... Oh, come on. I just want to get... Exactly. You need a much bigger firebox. So you can't really make one work with the other. It just doesn't work. Cool. Let's drop that to there. That can go there. That can drop through. Let's release this and make it a bit longer. Come on, release. And we'll put you to the top of your shaft. Haha. That'll go there. And that will go like that. Oops. That can now come into there, and we'll engage with that one like so. I see no problems with this whatsoever. So we can tighten that up in this position. No problems. And then I just need to put something on the bottom of that one to hold it in place there. And then it will fall over immediately. Maybe not as well thought out as I thought it was. Do you think Mammal could make a locomotive size? Well, you could do, couldn't you? But there's not much point in building a pot boiler at this size. It just doesn't work particularly well. Can I find an angle where I could get two of these in? I can find an angle I can get two of those in. Is there a short... What's the short one doing? Can I get that to go between two of you? Like between... This is not going to work like this. Maybe I'll put a piece on... Oh, can we just go straight out? Yes. Let's do it like that. This is a better way, isn't it? Because... Yeah, we'll just need to make a A-frame. But we can do that because we're competent, aren't we? Are we? Not sure. This is all rather confusing. But what we could try, certainly, is try that nice big wheel we found. This one. Instead of that. So we'll try that on the next run. Instead of gears. Small nuclear reaction. It's not quite the same, is it? A small nuclear file. There was a beautiful April Fool's a few years ago that Tornado did, talking about that they were going to run their engine on a small nuclear reactor and an overhead. Owned about it to then be told that it was indeed April the 1st. And they went, "Urgh." That was the end of that one. Well, yeah, but that's not... most coal burners could be converted to run oil. Veggie oil, maybe. It's whether or not you can get enough energy out of it to actually run it. That's the problem. So yes, potentially is the answer. Coal burners can run. You can control the fire as well, so you probably need a few. So that will do that. That will go onto there. That will go onto there, and we can do that up like that. Super stuff. So that's now onto there. Right, so now what I just need to do is work out... Oh yeah, that looks very caked up. Ugh. Let's just... I wonder if I... Of unburnt doodahs and what's it's over the top of the grill. There's definitely lots of methylated spirits still inside it. If it would catch fire again. Oh yeah, lots of, yes, basically if it's fuel, it will, if it goes pop inside a cylinder, they'll run on it, yes. Very much so. there's not. I don't think you get enough power from a pantograph either to run a steam engine. I've kind of talked about it before. I don't think it really works. Oh yeah, a diesel engine. There's definitely the prospect of running on stuff like vegetable oil and biofuels, especially like my Ruston and Jupiter. They would both run on absolutely nothing. Ooh. Still not enough vapour coming through there, I don't think. Now, we probably haven't run enough yet to use up the water in there, so if we chuck some more mess in there and try it again, maybe we'll have some more success this time. Maybe. Or maybe we can think about bolting this thing in a more continuously bolted on way. Like, don't like this way of doing it, it doesn't work. What are you doing? Trying to make steam engines run stuff. I'm going to build on coal, so why are you not digging it up? Because the government says we can't. We haven't dug it up for years. It's kind of like being the stuff that's lying around. It's been open cast for the last... Oh, anyone want to help me with this? How long has it we've been doing open cast for? A while in the UK now. That's the simplest thing, is it's been a while. Can I bolt? Anyone jet again? Third rail, yeah. Did we do third rail anywhere else? Not really, I don't think. What's LNG? What is LNG, someone? Back in the day, Forza made a petrol. Lots of people made petrol paraffin. Petrol paraffin. A liquefied natural gas. Oh. Fair enough. No. What's the difference between that and LPG? Well, that's petroleum gas as opposed to natural gas, I suppose. That'll go through there. That'll go through there. That'll bolt to that. The 106 is still sat waiting some attention. That's basically what the 106 is. It's waiting me to do something to it. I'm too busy trying to sort out other vehicles which don't work at the moment. Oh god. TVO, yes, petrol. Oh, TVO isn't petrol paraffin because you could. It's basically petrol paraffin, but it's tractor vaporizing oil, isn't it? To give it its proper name. Tractor vaporizing oil, good for vaporizing tractors. So I assume that's what it was for. How do you get rid of your tractor? Use TVO because it vaporizes your tractor. Which is basically, if you're not working your tractor hard, it was useless. Yeah. I was tempted, I really was. It looked very sorry, didn't it? It looked very sorry for itself for that £50 supervan. I did send it to Lewis, who is the chap who owns the Robin we drove, and said, hey, you'd like this? And he kind of went, I'm tempted. Yes, I still got my motorbike. It's still sat in Matt's garage because Matt's meant to be working on it. Matt was meant to be working on it months and months ago, and that's about as far as it went. Right, that's going to need another stabilizer on that side to be the same height, but I think we might be onto something. Or maybe I could just put, where's the, there we go, it's another stabilizer. So I just need that, that and that, and then I need to poke some more holes into the bracket for the thing, the doodah, the burner, and we're going to be in business. That will do that. That will go there. That will go there, and we'll be there. Disney still. Are they on biofuel? Another oil. There we go, that's more or less as it should be. That's that. So we can try hanging this over that and see if this is tight or not. And the answer is not very. Next. But it does appear that it would work. We may be onto something there, lads. We may be onto something. Right. So I just need to have a look at trying to poke this burner out. Let me go find something sharp. So bear with me. What I've found is I can just put some holes into all the bits of the grill, like so, 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 like so. Because most of these do appear to have been completely burnt and bunged up. Let's do that, yes. Already I can smell methylated spirits, so I think this is the big problem with this running, is the fact that these have just got very bunged up over the years, and as a result it's just not getting, well yeah, look at the carbon, it's just not getting the amount of vaporization it needs to actually burn. Maybe oh yeah, it smells very methy now. Good old methylated spirits. There we go. Pokey, pokey, pokey these holes. Yes. Always a bit better. I really need a pin, I think, rather than... Do you know what would really work? If I had a safety pin, I think that would do wonders. So I could poke right through into that. Let's see if it will make any difference. Yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. No, I don't have a dog. That's the neighbour's dogs. Any better? No. Well, it's smoking in the kind of I want to burn way, but not quite. Can we find what we have in here that's possibly suitable? I need something sharper than what I have to hand. Do. I need something nice and sharp. Do. Actually, that might work. No, but the piece of wire attached to you might do just fine. Do you know, it's really annoying when you've got an idea of what you want and it's just not accessible. A bit more mess and try and get this to burn. Let's just... see about that. Oh. Ah, perfection. That's exactly what I needed. Pokey through that, yes. Poke through all of the holes into the bottom of the meths. And this time it should now work, because all of these have got completely and utterly gunked up. This is one of those things, isn't it? They just, over time, incomplete combustion underneath there, and they get full of gunky gunk. Now, it's run a little bit, but I don't think we've really generated enough steam to burn that much of the water that it has. So I'm going to just go with it again on the assumption that it will probably be okay. Working on the assumption here. Oh yeah, the back of this is just solid, like struggling to get the needle through. Needles through holes. Needles. Right, that might be a bit better. I think it's a methylated spirity, which is a good start. Which one? An E3, a Lizzie. Oh, give me. Good. Looks a better flame as well. I would like a Lizzie. Oh, I know, Brit. Brits are good. What could possibly go wrong at this stage? Right, so that should turn that should turn that, and we should have this. At which point I will call this a grand success. Yes, we've looked at badges. There should be some new merch coming when the website gets relaunched. We're in talks with various people about making more merchandise. I will add pin badges to the... Does anybody else want pin badges? What do you want? A little pin of the logo? We did look at it. And how much would you want to pay for a pin badge? Come on, do our market research for us. What would you guys like to see? I know double O gauge working will hopefully work. It is in the works. Traction engine, yeah, you could burn it if you're not doing too much. £5? Yeah, £5. A Ruston with a wagon on the logo on, yeah? A Ruston 48 pin. I'd quite like a 48 pin. A round badge with logo on it would be doing. Enamel pins, I don't have to have a look what they are. I have to see how much it is to actually get say an enamel. We're thinking enamel pins. Is that what you're thinking, guys? Because I think they're like expensive. Patches, yeah, patches would be cool. We could definitely do patches. Well, it's working. It moves. That works so far. As long as it goes slowly, it works. Whether or not it will work at speed, I'm yet to find out. But I'm excited by the concept that so far it's a success. Will it start badge? Yeah. Enough for what's broken now logo as a badge. The entirety of it, rather than just the front of it. So poking it has made a massive improvement. Right. Let's put that into the up position, ready for its first strike. Oh, we probably should put some more steam oil into it, because we haven't given it any steam oil for a run. And just across the joint there. And then it will spit steam oil back at me. From random land, they look like a scouting badge. Okay. Enamel Rev Gone, while people asked about enamel train badges. Have I invented perpetual energy? Yep, it was great. It generated power for the whole room for a few moments. Just metal without enamel will do. I'll have a look and see what we can do. I've got no idea what's really out there, but yeah. A badge we can wind up makes engine starting noise. That might be a little bit too advanced for a badge. Maybe just a tad. Well, the burner is still alive. Discount badges, yeah. Very funny. Come on, little engine. Generate some steam. An AA discount badge would be a loyalty badge, yeah? What could possibly go wrong? Screw coming loose, fuel off, fire, yeah. About a standard stream. It is once again only burning the front half of the thing, which is disappointing. But we are coming closer to having some steam. I am disappointed with the burner, I'll be honest. Very disappointed at the fact it's only giving me like about half the fire than it should. We got any steam? There's nothing there at the moment. Oh yeah, there is. I tell a lie. Come on. Come on. 3D badge like LMM's 360. Oh yeah. It's not producing enough. Yeah, it just doesn't seem to. Mini patches. Yeah, that's a good idea. short enough, big enough batch that wouldn't be expensive. Yeah, no. Oh yeah, here we go. We're starting to get some steam. Starting to get some steam. Adam Savage made a scouting only badge so LMA style what's broken now. Yeah, I think that'd be quite good fun. I think it would be good fun, yeah. LMM grease top badge. Yeah, I don't think many people buy those though. They would be a very limited run. Bit of a leak on the camera side of the engine. Oh, it's just the safety valve leaking. Probably not helping matters because it's got a slight leak there. The problem is the have to turn itself over, let alone run the apparatus. Give it a second and hopefully as it boils we'll get closer to actually getting a... Oh, yeah, we're getting there. Give it a second and we'll probably be there. Who's gone? Come on. Make me some steam. You silly little burner. Silly little burner, make some fire. Or more fire than you have already. I'm going to make it to be a constantly burning fire. Because at the moment it's almost gone back out. Which is very upsetting. And the rubber has definitely gone the safety valve, which is not helping it to make any fire. I mean, I'll just pull this out for you guys to see. This is my problem. It's a very just one end of the fire. But maybe it will fire up. Stick a blow lamp. If I had one to hand, yes. Shirt saying chasing dinosaurs. Yeah, that's not bad. See. No, he's done absolutely sweet FA on this run. Come on, burner. Come on, burner. Make some steam, please. I don't want to leave this on a little simple one with the LMM logo. I think that's... I just merch jars of... Does anybody want to buy Moggy Miner Rust? I mean, there's plenty of it. Woke up my from... Okay. I don't know. I mean, if I do this, it starts compressing itself up and we'll get something with it. Oh, this is rubbish. Oops. That's the funnel gun. What a rubbish burner. That's a rather anticlimactic way to end the stream with absolutely no steam pressure whatsoever. I mean, it just doesn't seem to want to do what it should do, which is, because all it is like a rag under there, isn't it, that holds... Oh god, that's got nothing in it. The burner's not even that hot, that's the problem. It's just not generating anywhere near enough fire. There's not enough of the doodah going through. It's just not making enough heat. So let's poke some more holes in it and hope that this will free it up again. I might need to disassemble and put a new piece of mesh in or burner for it, because why do... Pokey, 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 pokey. Right. Try poking it all. Let's chuck some more meths into it and set fire to it. Porky Bro. Right. Apparently we burnt very little methylated spirits on that last run, but that makes sense because we didn't really do anything. before we set fire to it, let's just move it across to where I need to set fire to it. Right, that burns well. Ouch, it's on fire. Right. Maybe this time, as it's now making steamy noises, we'll get some show out of it. Is that on? Right, well this will run for however long it is. Not a hand, no. Because this burner is disappointing. It is now, however, on fire. Heat up the remaining water and... oh, this sounds more... There we go. It is a success. A huge, unbridled success. Look at that work. Oh. Well, it did work. It did work so well for a few moments. Let us continue the excitement and the success of... No. All witnesses to this huge success. This is a moment of success for all of us. We should all be proud. But the little punch is punching away. The control wheel is doing its thing. Congratulations, we have built something successful between us this evening. We've made a thing. It's working well now. We've made it work. The burner is burning momentarily. The engine is running. The belts are staying on. It's all absolutely... Oh, look at this though. I am quite impressed with how well this has worked. Oh no, come. Oh, it came off. It worked. I mean, that worked for longer than any of you expected it to work, let's be honest. That's because the burner's not doing as well as it once did. But let's be honest, that worked a lot better than all we thought. Look at that, Phil. Doing its thing. Oh, ouch. Come on. That was so glorious until I caught it with my own hand. At which point, it was a failure. Go on, back on. Because that was a glorious moment for everybody involved. A glorious moment of steam engineering at its best. At its absolute best. This is a pinnacle, ladies and gentlemen, of the 21st century and of steam and just engineering, not just steam engineering, but engineering as a whole. Look at that as a pinnacle. Look at that. I'm impressed that it actually does run it. I'm just disappointed by the burner though, because once again the burner is about 3/4. It's better than it was. Welcome to what's working now. Well, this did momentarily. A beautiful bodge, and it works. The manual works. See, I much prefer the Willisco one because I think the Willisco one the tools actually work, whereas the manual ones I prefer the manual ones because the tools. Or should we do next thing for it? Making more. This has obviously been such a success. The only logical thing to do is to do more of it. Need a flamer waffer? I need the burner to do his thing. Thank you. Are you going to do anything if we just... Oh, yeah, we'll just about run it very slow and low pressure. Although I like it when it's at this speed because it sounds pleasant. Pleasant. We conquered the Meccano. It's German flamethrower. I kind of guessed that that's probably what it was, but a flamethrower would certainly set fire to everything in the vicinity. How are we doing, burner? Oh god, I spilt mess. To be fair, the burner is actually still burning relatively well. And the safety valve is leaking lovely. And the whole thing is basically... yes. There. So I think as soon as this is finished making noise, as we roll into 10 o'clock, we shall call this one and put it down that for a few glorious moments, it all worked as it intended. I have done more to it. I wanted to finish it before the video comes out, so there will be a video of the micro layout coming out at some point once I've actually finished it. There is a little bit more to do to finish it off. So yes. We're just finishing, Chris. We've had good fun, and it's kind of done its thing. And we made a wonderful working thing that worked absolutely flawlessly for maybe a moment before it then packed up. I am disappointed with this giving up the little ghost, because normally this thing runs like an absolute trooper. But oh well. Pinky the pre-stop patches. So the next stream, guys, will be in a month, so it will be the last Monday of the month. So yes, possibly throw the burner into the ditch. Yes, I think it will, or at least it's going to get a good clean. Take the grill out and take it out, and possibly a new safety valve. It's making all the right noises. It's just not doing anything. So a rather anticlimactic way to finish an evening, eh? But apart from that, pretty good going. The problem with it is I can't even blow the whistle or anything with it. It just sits there making noise. Then you know, war on your phone. Yeah, that's true. Well, only just. Go on. Come on, let's just... if I twist it this way, it'll be like a pump. It'll pump itself up. Replace the valve with a bolt. That will work for some time, and then not for much longer. Come on. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Harrison. That's super kind of you. That's... ow! That spat hot water on me. Thank you very much. That's super kind of you. That's a lovely way to end up the stream. I can't tell if I missed my messages or I missed this due to lag. I don't think so. I think I've responded to everything I've seen. I just get distracted with other stuff. Do. That's still quite disappointing. That's quite disappointing. Oh well. Right. Anyway, so we will be writing this up. Yeah, the fire is... which was more than it was, but it's kind of got to that kind of poppy at the end of life. So I'm just letting it drop down. So just letting it cool down, and we'll just ignore it and let it relax and chill. And just be like, ah. So, with that, I think we shall, oh, thank you very much, Rats. That's very kind. Oh, you just bought... Thank you very much for that. That's a pleasant donation. A TF diesel, right? TF? And... So yes, thank you very much. Thank you everyone for joining. As is tradition, who's been here since the start? Who's watched this entire stream for however long it's all gone on? Anyone else? Anyone here for the entirety of it, just as a thing? Good work, Taggart. Well done. Well done, Grandbot. Thank you for joining us for all that. That's good. And Samuel, thank you very much as well. But in the background, it's not even your fault. Oh. Come on, repeat lessons of first aid. Well, thankfully, we have not needed tonight, despite everything. The diesel, yes. They're pretty bomb-proof, I think, the little diesel ones. I think they just go forever. God, the photographer when I was shopping and rushed right home. Fair enough. So, yes. I have no idea what you're talking about, but you're in timeout. Best way to spend Monday. Well, brilliant. So, good night, everybody. Could you get your maltraction into chat and I can't pull you? No, you need an awful lot of them. Apart from the time we're in, he says. I have not tried the new big jigs, no. It's an issue with the clutch not engaging the explicit. Oh, that will be a pain. Well, I mean, they're not too hard to split, but yeah, a pain. So, good night, guys. Thank you all very much. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for all of us for joining in with the stream. And we shall see you for another live stream in about a month. So, with that, thank you all very much, guys. And have a good evening. Thank you for joining us. And we'll see you next time. So, enjoy your week, guys. And enjoy what's coming up on the channel. Ta-da! And hopefully this thing will work better next time.